Well, here we are again in the F-150 Lightning. We thought we'd do an experiment today. It's a nice sunny day. We just got back from a basketball tournament. Don't ask me what the score was, but we didn't do so well. But the tournament was about 100 miles round trip away. Our next game was 6 hours later, so we weren't going to hang out up there for 6 hours waiting for the next game. So we went ahead and drove home. We actually took my wife's car, which you might be able to see the back of it there, maybe a taillight. That's a Tesla Model Y. Plenty of range in that car. We actually have plenty of range to actually go back and come back and still have enough power to get back. But we're gonna plug it in and charge it, but not into our garage level 2 charging. We're actually gonna plug it into the truck and see how that works. We haven't tried it. We ordered all the accessories so we could do it. We thought, you know, if you can charge an EV with the F-150 Lightning, you might as well have the cables and everything you need to do that. I know some of the trucks, I think maybe the Platinum and the Lariat versions, had everything you needed. I actually bought this truck used. It had a couple hundred miles on it when I bought it. And so all it really came with was the charging cord that you can use a 110 or 240 plug in, and that's it. I know some of the other trucks actually came with a Tesla adapter and the generator plug. This truck did not. I'm not sure if they just had lost it or, you know, if it was supposed to come with it, but we ended up having to order it separately, and that's fine. They're not that expensive. The generator plug was less than $20 on Amazon, and we'll show you that in a second. So here's the sticker for the truck I bought. You can see MSRP was $57,000 for it. I actually bought this from a dealer used with a couple hundred miles, and they just sold it to me for MSRP. It had been titled before, so I didn't get the tax credit, but I was okay with that. But one feature that it did come with, if I can zoom in here, was Power Onboard. You know, this truck can output 9.6 kilowatts out of the power outlets. It's evenly distributed through the 3 sections. Let me switch back here, and you can see here the front cabin has 2,400 watts. The main cabin has 3,600 watts, and the trunk has 3,600 watts. I believe that all adds together to the 9.6 kilowatts. But there's a generator plug in the back of the truck that you can plug into, and I know it's capable of drawing at least 7,200 kilowatts for charging other vehicles. But we're going to find out. This is my first time doing it. I didn't test it out before, so if I make a mistake or do something wrong, you're going to see it. But we're going to see how this works. All right, so these are the accessories you're going to need to get this to work on charging another EV for the F-150. This is an adapter. Not all adapters look like this, but this is a generator adapter to a NEMA 1450 adapter, which those of you who have electric vehicles know what that is. This is the Ford charging cable that came with the truck. You actually have 2 accessories with this. You can use the 240 plug or the 110 plug, and they just slip in and out of the top part of the charger here. Here's the business end of the charging cable. This is what we're going to use to plug in the EV. And if you happen to have a Tesla like we do, you're actually going to need this adapter, which fits onto here, so you can plug it into the Tesla charge port. And of course it's locked, so I'll get that open in just a second. Yeah, so the first step you're going to do is plug in the generator plug. And just so you know, there's a little notch right there that matches over here, just for those of you who are inexperienced like me who might wonder how to plug this in. And the notch goes here. do twist it to lock that in to the plug so it stays in there. The next step you're going to do is plug into the Ford plug into the adapter. Just like that. You do have to make sure the power is on to this plug, and what you're going to do there is turn this green switch on here. All right, I already have the adapter on the Ford plug here. Let me open up the charge port on the Tesla. So this should look familiar to some of you here. Let me plug this in. It's communicating, turn green. Looks like we're charging. Let's see what the inside of the Tesla says. And if you can see there, it is charging. It is working. That's fantastic. So here we are back in the Ford F-150 to kind of show you what the power consumption looks like. You can see that it's drawing full 3,600 watts from A and B to power that. So that should be 7.2 kilowatts going to the Tesla right now and charging it. And just so you know, our inside plug, our plug in the garage that's hooked up to the power panel, that's as much as it gives plugged in there. So this thing can charge the Tesla at the same rate as what we have in our garage. That's fantastic. So I think that was a success. I mean, for me, never having done that before, not even testing it out before I created this video, it was easy. Taking the plug, plugging it into the back, plugging the Ford adapter into that, and then plugging in Tesla. Tesla's not having any problems with getting charged from the F-150 Lightning. The Lightning's not having any problems charging. So I think this is great. I mean, it's not something I would use regularly, or, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever need this, but it's good to know that this vehicle can charge your electric vehicle. It can charge anything, you know, that you may have to plug into it for, you know, if you're out camping or doing anything like that. I mean, it's a mobile charge station for whatever you need, whether it's business or pleasure. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll show some more videos and some other features of this car and the Model Y in the future.